So our first time ever to England, the Audition's first time to London. I'm 20 years old, it's 2006, and we get invited to play Download Festival, which is the biggest rock festival essentially in the UK, like a heavier rock festival. So it was, funny that we were kind of playing in the first place. And we're young and we don't know anything about traveling internationally. I don't know how the message was relayed back to us, but it ended up that we didn't bring a fucking thing. We didn't bring one piece of gear, not one. Don't know how we thought that was gonna work, but we didn't bring one piece of gear. Now, we land at Heathrow in London. We're in this new place. I'm amazed by everything. And all of a sudden, this grumpy, older dude with this thick British accent that goes by the name of Viper rolls up, and he is our driver for the weekend. And we're at the luggage, and he's like, all right, where's your equipment? And we're like, what? What equipment? He's like, well, the equipment that you're going to use to play, you should have brought your guitars, cymbals, drum pedals, bass, nothing. And we're like, nope, nothing. We didn't bring anything. Rob, Viper, I can kind of tell that he's laughing inside, but he's also like making us feel pretty dumb. He starts getting on the horn with all his people. And I mean, because it was such a big festival weekend and there was so much going on, pretty much every single guitar was rented out for the weekend. In all of Greater London. We finally get a hit on these guitars, and we drive out to this shop, and we open the case, or the multiple cases, and what we see are BC Rich Warlocks. And if you are unfamiliar with what a BC Rich Warlock is, imagine it's a guitar that was made to play metal music. Maybe shitty metal music. And we're just like, oh my God, like what are we gonna do? So we have a show at a bar in a basement in London that night. We get to the show and we ended up using those guitars. There's a photo of us before we played, and we're just like, we can't believe this is happening. First time overseas, it was not a good show. But the next day at the festival, we were playing the Gibson stage, and some kind soul that was working the Gibson stage saw us with our BC Riches, and they were like, nah, dudes, you can't go on stage with those. Like, you're gonna make us look bad. So they gave us these really nice Gibsons to use. And that was also the year that I climbed the scaffolding 60 feet in the air. I was trying to make a name for myself. But yeah, that's the tale of the BC Rich. Oh my